I'm gonna get straight to it. If you like what you hear, to those real ones that like these vids and like the content, all I'm asking you at this time to really show support. I'm fighting demons. Monetarily, it could be $1, $2, whatever, man. If you could help, if you like to see me do this YouTube stuff full time, please support the channel. I don't know, just going through a lot, man. I want to say to anybody, this journey is really, really, man, a narrow one, and demons are real. See, I try to switch up this content so I'm not constantly talking about the same thing, but when you're having some of the same experiences, then I can only speak about what I'm going through. And I know there's a lot of people that may feel cursed and feel like they're going through all kind of things, man. There could be people putting curses on you, doing black magic, etc. So I'm gonna take more time out to do more soul searching, and because I've been under heavy attack, excuse me. I've been trying to work, things been crazy. I've been trying to, talk to family. People say I act funny, I act strange, I don't reach out to people, I'm a loner. It's just like, no matter what you do, and this is why it's so easy to be evil. This is why it's so easy to follow the crowds. This is why it's so easy to party and do all that stuff. Because that's the easy way, even though, you're not gonna reach levels of ascension in certain ways when you're at a low vibrational state. But it's easy to be low vibrational. I vibrate so high even when I'm doing low vibrational things and they clash with me. Because I know I should be doing better. I know I'm better than a 9-to-5 working and doing all this and that. You try to make revenue for yourself and for your family. And you try to do it the right way, but the devil is always around. The devil is a lie. The devil come to steal, kill, and destroy. Send his minions, at some of God's chosen, spiritual assassins. Because I am that and much more. And they know this stuff, man. And it took a long time for me to realize. It took a long time for me to even realize. There's a whole snake right there. I'm like, why people seem to just not like me and I haven't did nothing? Before I ever even did any type of content, I always dealt with people that just didn't like me. And I haven't done nothing to them, anything. Maybe because I stated myself, I don't like to deal with people because it seems like always some type of conflict is going on. Some type of issue all the time. I deal with all of this stuff just like anybody else. Discrimination, being rejected. I never said I was perfect. I've been trying to build this channel. I could tell people been hating and doing all this. I need support, man. If you really rocking with me, like I said, during this time, and you would like to see me do this full time, you can either give me ideas or I'll come up with certain things that I already got in the works. But I'm starting from the bottom, to be honest, man. And I got to conjure, you know what I'm saying? I got to speak this to existence. I will make it. You will make it. Just got to keep going. This stuff is get really hard, man, for these real ones. It definitely does, man. But it unlocks that DNA, man, that dormant DNA that awakes the sleeping giant within you, within me. Because I ain't going to sit back and stop and let some demons or devils or whoever try to stop me, man. I'm here to face you. And that's what you should be doing. It's a lot of bots and trolls, man, and demons, monitoring entities, etc. Otherworldly beings watching those ones. I didn't speak about that for nothing. I've had people tell me my name that I could never remember even talking to in my life. Even when I was a kid. To this day, certain things that I've experienced that you would label supernatural. It was evidence that we're not alone. I'm going to continue to do my self-due diligence. I'm going to continue to stand on my two and face this alone, even though I'm not alone. And you're not alone. Celestial bodies, star seeds, etc. Whatever you want to label yourself as a enlightened individual. You know, a lot of this worldly stuff ain't meant for us. It ain't meant for certain people. It ain't meant to be working and clocking in hours to get your energy drained. You don't even have, but you have to do something. That's why I say, if I'm going to be doing content, if I'll pick up, I'm a hard worker. I've always been. I still do some yard work, all kind of things. A lazy person. I'm not asking for a handout. More like a push. And the more I try to like save to get more equipment and do this and do that, I got bills coming to bite me right in the rear end all the time. From years ago when I used to drink and party. All of this stuff just build up. Things when I didn't have insurance. So I'm constantly paying this off, paying that off, paying this off, paying that off, paying this off, paying this off. I don't live with nobody. Nobody don't take care of me. Nobody don't do anything for me. Shout out to the person that gave me the one donation before. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is show support. You know, it ain't got to be monetarily. It don't have to be, you know, donation wise. But I would appreciate it during this time if you could. Like I said, I don't want to bag. $1, $2, $5, $10. Help a king, help a real celestial being, help a real, you know, a real one that believe in people. Because trust me, if I was in a position to give back or give the people or make a raffle or do this and do that, trust me, I would. Behind the scenes, I don't have a camera or anything. I be giving people stuff all the time and I don't even have much. But when you ask a person like, hey man, support, you know, and if you can't do it that way, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that. But it's always these evil demonic entities that's in high places trying to stop certain individuals. Heavily watched. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And if you believe in and you walking this narrow road and you going down this path, then no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This stuff is real, man. They didn't make the Truman Show and all this stuff to show you how all these entities connected, working with each other. You think in this worldly view and these dictators, you think they all going against each other to come out and find out behind closed doors they all sitting down having meetings and eating and doing all kind of other grievous, excuse my language, if I pronounce that right, you know, heinous, sick things, you know, while keeping the mainstream distracted by all the antics and the police situations and this and that and political and movies and shows, social media apps, spyware that's watching everything you do, taking your face recognition. Without face recognition, they been knew who I am, just like they know who you are, if you that real ones. The time is now, it's not later, it's now. Look how this time seems to be speeding up so fast. You know, but I'm gonna get to this level where I'm gonna get more consistent. But I hope I'm not putting energy out to the wrong type of individuals. I hope you learn something. I didn't say I know everything. There's a lot of teachers that's great that may have said something or studied something that, you know, later on within life may have changed their mind or their theory. You know, what makes a perfect teacher, a real master teacher, is because a real master teacher is always forever a student. You're forever learning. So for those real ones, just know, if all this stuff being hard for you and you feel like everything is going against you and you a very good-hearted person and you treat other people the way you want to be treated, guess what? Your time is now. This is not a fantasy. Speak it into reality. I know it's a lot of things that I have not been doing right. Therefore, I suffer in certain ways. But I'm trying my best to do the due diligence and do the right things. Sometimes I can't control my anger, and I have to realize that because the enemy already knows that, and they try to knock you out of your position or make you do something stupid or react in a certain way so they can try to take you out of your avatar or lock you up, etc. I didn't make this content only for males. I didn't make it only for females. I made it for anybody that could relate to it. And then I don't hear too many comments, like I said before. You know, I had a lot of little stuff that I could be dropping content, which I know will get views and things like that, but I like to stay genuine. I don't want to just put things out as clickbait or try to bite off somebody else's story or try to steal content. I try to just be genuine. So I know the people that's subscribing to the channel is on there for me. Whether it's the short feeds, you know, it should be all of the above. You know, the videos, I haven't been live in a while, but I plan to go back and do all that too. You don't give up, they knock you down, you just stand up and you come back harder. You know, as much as they trying to stop you from making videos, singing, rapping, putting your words together, buying a house, doing what you need to do, as much as they trying to stop you, let it motivate you to keep going. Let it motivate you and that fire and that desire to keep it burning, to succeed. You know, they can't do what you do. I'm speaking to the ones that can relate to this. And the haters, all they gonna do is watch. Look how they always came up against one individuals throughout history and etc. It's a new day and age. You know, people are more powerful. This is the time of information. There's nothing you should say you don't know. Not saying that you know everything, but you should know most things. Because the information is right in front of you. It's at a click of a button, etc. You know, these demons is getting real desperate. That's how I know I'm really ruffling these feathers, and I wouldn't even necessarily trying to. All I spoke is from the heart and from real situations. Even to this day, regardless of how a person look, their skin color, whatever, I treat a person the way I want to be treated. If I don't want to be discriminated against and treated like crap or hurt or doing that, I try not to do that to others. But if you wishing harm on me and the downfalls on me, then the boomerang effect is in full effect. It's triple ones to God. I own us. 13. You know? I will not stop until the Creator says it's time to stop. I'll face every demon. Have them running away screaming. You know? Because I know they walk with me. Whoever they may be, it's up for you to find out and for me to know. I want you to know, for anyone that's out there, male, female, and I've looked on the algorithm or the excuse me, the analytics, they talking about I got ages from 13 to 7. I don't know why anyone that's under 18 is be watching, but maybe it's because of some of the short feeds or something, I don't know. But for the young adults, older, anybody that could relate to this, and you're going through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you're studying, and you are awoke, your eyes is wide open, and you know what's going on, and you refuse to be part of the program, and you know how to program yourself for success. See, I don't wish to be some rich person or to have a big house and multiple homes and all of that, because I overstand that only brings the comfortability. It does not bring complete happiness whatsoever. Yeah, you will be comfortable because you'll have less stress in the monetary way far as when it comes down to paying bills. But you're still gonna hurt if you don't have true love. You ain't gonna know who's wanna be around you for you if they wasn't around you before you had anything. If you became very successful. You gotta learn how to have that discernment. You know, as much as I try to not to judge people, I find myself always being judged, so therefore I judge, and I have to catch myself sometimes. Chaos beings are with me and in me. As much as light beings, as much as me trying to be positive, as much as me trying to help people, but there's a very rage that's inside of me that's like the phoenix. And inside of you, just like the phoenix. When you get so tired of going through so much, no matter what you do, you know, you possess that type of energy, man. And then when your mind start manifesting, your thoughts start manifesting into material things. Never underestimate the power of the mind. For those atheists and certain people, hey, we can agree to disagree, but everything is by design. So this is note to self and to anyone else that can relate to this video. You never been alone, even when you feel alone. But even when you feel alone, you know you're not alone because you feel a presence. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, share. If you like me to do this content full time, you know, like I said, support the channel. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's free. And if you want to donate to the channel, $1, $2, $3, whatever, I appreciate it. Much love. And if you don't want to do that, it's all good. I always find a way. Triple. No weapons formed against me shall prosper.